Hey guys, I am Allison and I'm really glad you are here today. Happy Friday, everyone. This is one of the few times that I will film a video on the day that I put it up. Normally I am pre-filming at least a few days out just because of my, work schedule and whatnot. So anyway, but today is actually the day that hopefully this video will go up, and right now it's about 5 o'clock. I have about an hour to film, edit, and upload this video. So yeah, just trying to keep on the schedule that I've made for myself and the goals that I've made for myself, and the end of this week just got kind of tricky. So yeah, school's back in session. That means high school sports have started back up again, which means last night I had a wrestling meet. Tonight I have a basketball game. So I'm not back in the groove of things at all. And I start classes on Monday. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. And I'm kind of freaked out. But anyway, what I want to talk to you really about today is kind of my weekly makeup recap, some things that I have been wearing this week, some things that I've been loving, and actually everything I wore this week, I can safely say it's like I am just really loving all of these products. So without further ado, let's just jump in, and I'm going to go ahead and get a trusty wipe ready to go so that I can wipe off the swatches that I'm about to show you. So, if you guys watch my videos at all, most of my channel is about eyeshadow palettes. I love eyeshadow palettes. And so I have 3 here to talk to you about this week. The first one is the newest one to my collection. This is the Colourpop Sweet Nothings palette. This is actually a newer release, and I'm pretty sure it's an Ulta exclusive. Here is a glimpse at it right here. Isn't she pretty? Yes. I think so. Everything about this palette is just so sweet and girly. I mean, the pink packaging, just the soft kind of purple and pinky tones. Some of the shades I've been loving are 1111, On the Rise, and then the matte shades in here are really nice too. So Sparks Fly and Popular Demand and Tool. I'm not sure how you say that, but let me just go ahead and give you some swatches. These swatch beautifully. They go on the eyes beautifully. They're just such good quality, and Colourpop is such an affordable brand, and it's great now that you can get it in Ulta. But you can also get it on the Colourpop website. I actually picked mine up in an Ulta store. So, yeah, I've definitely been wearing this purple shade. Like this right here is like a look that I've worn. But I love wearing this purple shade here. I've worn it on my lid and on my lower lash line for a pop of color. It's just, I mean, look at those swatches. And that's how they go on the eyes. It's just really good quality. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm not going to do a ton of editing to this video just because I don't have the time. But so yeah, you're going to see me remove all my swatches, and that's okay. And the back of my hand is now really saturated with that. Okay, the next palette that I had to talk to you about is, there's definitely a theme this week. I've definitely been loving the mauves and the purples, and this palette is no exception. It's the ABH Norvina. I got this palette when it first came out. Like, I was on it like that, and normally that never happens, and I got up like my video on it really quickly. I did a look with it, and then I did another look with it, so I'll try and remember to link those below. But yeah, and I really liked it, and then I put it away because I got more new stuff. And this year I really want to challenge myself. I have an idea to like round up all of my palettes that I bought in 2018. I think it's going to be more than I think it is. Like, I was going through in my head of like all the palettes I've bought in, and then I remembered that I discovered Pat McGrath in 2018, and I'm like, oh, Allison, you have bought in a lot of eyeshadow palettes. But I kind of want to round them all up and like just kind of make sure I'm using them, because why have them if I'm not going to use them? But anyway, this is the Norvina palette. Same old felt packaging as the other ones, except for Sultry. Sultry had its own issues with its glitter, but I mean, the palette's beautiful. It's just, I don't know. ABH palettes are not my favorite packaging in the world, but it's the product inside that I really love. And so this is what's actually on my eyes today. So I'm wearing this matte here, Incense. I'm wearing some Eccentric. I'm wearing Dreamer right here. And I'm wearing Celestial. And then I do have Drama on my lower lash line. So here is a look at some of those shades right there. The ABH palettes are just such good quality. They actually kind of remind me a little bit of Colourpop. So, isn't that pretty? This purple, I just can't get over this. Like, this one's a little bit lighter and pinker than the one in the Sweet Nothings palette, but that's kind of the tone I've been loving lately, this week at least. Just wiping off more swatches. Okay, moving on to our third palette. It's the Huda New Nude. Now, I got this and I used it and I kept saying, I'm going to do a full video with this, and then I just never got around to it. Like, I don't want to upload more than one video a day, and there was just so much that I've been trying to do, and I'm trying to stick with a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday schedule. That's a lot of videos, but that's my goal. We'll see if it happens this year, especially with school starting. But I don't know. I just ran out of time to like really do a full video on this, and I don't know if I fell in love with it as quickly. But I pulled it out this week because I wore a shirt on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, I think the Huda New Nude palette would go really well with that shirt. And it did. The packaging is amazing. What I appreciate about this palette is all the different textures and formulas you get in here. So there's mattes. There's like one kind of shimmer shade right here, like traditional shimmer shade in the shade Kinky. There's two glitters. And then there's these really special kind of marbled shades in here. And those shades kind of remind me a little bit of like the Makeup Geek foiled shadows, but they're not exactly like that. There's kind of a, I don't know how to describe them. It's just, yeah. I've never seen anything quite like it before, and I am loving that companies are starting to put kind of these gel pressed glitters in the palettes. Personally, on me, they work great, and I haven't had any problems with them falling down onto my face throughout the day, and I don't use a glitter glue with them either. So let me just show you a couple of the shades that I wore this week. Okay, here are some of the shades that I wore this week. So this is the marbled shade here. And then this is the glitter. I can't tell if my fingers are in focus. But yeah. These mattes are, I think they're kind of nice because they're more of a buildable matte. So you can really kind of get a nice sheer wash of color in your crease if that's kind of the look you're going for, or you can really build it up to get a more intense look. But here are the swatches here. That glitter is just stunning, and now I probably will have it everywhere because I have to remove this from my fingers and hands. So let me just kind of gently try and do that. So the glitter I just showed you was this one here. It's the Excite. Infatuated is really, really beautiful too because it has multi-dimensional color to it. So there's some pinks and there's some greens, whereas the Excite is just kind of straight up kind of a berry, cranberry, reddy shade. So anyway, one thing I don't love about this palette is this is the concealer right here. It doesn't work for me for using concealer to like set my eyeshadow or like as a base. I have to use a actual traditional Urban Decay primer potion kind of product. Not kind of product, that's what I use so that my eyeshadows don't crease. So also you get a really nice big old mirror that I'm getting distracted by looking at my eyelashes in. So let's just go ahead and put that down. And there we go. Okay. Oh, dang it. I forgot to put the card back in it. Bear with me. Okay. Alrighty here. A couple other eye products I've been loving this week. So I went and I got my hair cut yesterday, just kind of a trim. My ends were, it'd been way too long. My ends were super dry and just kind of dead. But yeah, so I got my hair trimmed. I did have it curled up a little bit earlier today, but that's since long gone. But it just, to me, it looks a lot healthier. And so anyway, I wanted to wear makeup because I was also getting my brows trimmed. And when you do, you know, like, my brows trimmed, I was getting my brows waxed. So I knew that, like, if I put any makeup in my crease, it would just be gone. So I thought, well, I'll just use a cream shadow. And just kind of blend it up into the crease so I still have on some makeup, and it worked out perfectly. And this is what I used. I used the Mercier Caviar stick in Moonstone. I love this thing. I've had it in my collection for an embarrassingly long amount of time. And then it just, so that's a full swatch of it. And then it really just blends out so nicely. So it looks kind of like a champagne-y, just almost with like a silvery kind of glitteriness to it, but it's not glitter. It's straight up a, you know, cream, smooth cream shadow, but it just looks sparkly and when it hits the light. And then I took an oldie but a goodie, another oldie but a goodie. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Rockstar. I used to use this all the time to line my upper lash line, and in my waterline I've used this a few times this week too. This is the Marc Jacobs Gel Highliner Gel Eye Crayon, and this is in the shade Plumage. It's like a deep, it's not too far off of Rockstar. Rockstar is a little more eggplant deep based, but Plumage has kind of a sparkle to it, and I just really like that combo, especially with my eyes. So yeah, and I am wearing that Plumage shade in my waterline today. I think it pairs really nicely with the Sweet Nothings palette. Really, it'd pair really nicely with any of the palettes I talked about today. So those are some of the eye products I've been loving. And then I have a couple of lip products and then one other product. So for lips this week, I've been wearing this a ton since I got it. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine in Varnished Rosewood. This reminds me, remember the Revlon lip butters? It kind of reminds me of that. It's just a beautiful everyday shade. It also smells pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if that's the lip product or my wipe from wiping off swatches. I can't tell. Maybe it doesn't have a smell. Something smells good though. The only thing I don't love is this packaging. This is really flimsy and not very secure, and I tend to carry my lip product that I'm wearing that day in my pocket. So I keep like pulling it out of my pocket to reapply it, and the cap falls off, and then I got some lipstick on one of my, or I got this on my jacket, and that just kind of was like, wah, wah, you know, like kind of a bummer, but I'm sure it'll come out. But anyway, don't love the packaging, like how it kind of, I just wish it was more secure when it attaches. Anyway, okay. So when I was sorting through my desk on New Year's Eve, I kind of rearranged and organized and did some decluttering to organize my makeup at my desk where I do my makeup every morning. I discovered something that if you know, if you've been loving makeup for a long time, this is, I can't believe I'm even going to share this with you because this is so old. It's embarrassing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you can tell how kind of weird I am. This is the Urban Decay Super Saturated High Gloss Lip Color in the shade Glenda from the Great and Powerful Oz palette. Years, like too many years old. But I was like, well, I'll just try it. And if I break out and have a horrible reaction, then it's my own fault. That didn't happen. So I've worn it a few times. This is awesome. Like, I don't know why I haven't worn this more. Like when it was, you know, probably not expired. But yeah, it's so nice and shiny and just creamy, and I wish Urban Decay would come out with these in a line, because that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm sorry you can't get this anymore, and I'm sorry you're probably grossed out by it, and you know, that's fine. I'm gonna do what I want to do though, so don't do what what's that saying? Do as I say, not as I do. I think that's it. I really hate that phrase because it's such crap, but yeah, you probably shouldn't use expired makeup. So I'm just saying, like, probably shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Something that's not old and gross. It's not even gross, you guys. There's no like marks on it that would like make you think that it's like old, or it's not. I'm making too big of a deal out of it. Just move on, Allison. Something though that is not older. It's a brand new product that I love. It's on my lips today. It's none other than the Fenty gloss in, what is this called? It's called Fussy. It's the Gloss Bomb. That's what they're called. This cute little, like, packaging here. Like, I really like Fenty's packaging. I think it's unique and pretty, and yeah. But this is so cute. I really love that it's a big old doe foot applicator. I love the sound too. Like, when you open up a lip gloss. Some people will probably think it's disgusting, but I hope you can hear that, because I don't know. I just like the sound of that. Anyway, I love this stuff. I have the Fenty Glow one as well, and it's just so nice. I can't believe how much I like it, because normally I like a little more color to my lips, but lately I've just been super into this kind of like pinky nude gloss, and I think it pairs so well with my eye look today. So yeah, love that. Oh, do you want to see a swatch of it? Maybe you do. Maybe you've seen it 100 times on YouTube. But it's just kind of this like milky pink shade here. It smells good. This actually does smell good. Yeah. It smells kind of fruity. So they could come out with a bunch more of these and I'd be like a happy little camper. But okay, final product that I have to share with you today is what's on my cheeks today, lighting up the universe. It's the Anastasia, oh gosh, that's so shiny. Okay, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit, and particularly I've been using this shade down here, which is Ethereal. It's got a purple tint to it, so I just like that kind of paired with so many of the purple looks I've been wearing this week. It looks peachy right now, but like in the pan, it's got kind of like a really, really soft lilac tint to it. So yeah, and this is something that I have not given enough love to. It is super messy. Like you can see all the like little glitter particles, and they are glittery highlights, but if you really buff it into the skin, take time to buff it into the skin, those glittery bits kind of blend away almost, I guess, and then it just looks like angels on your face. So anyway, okay guys, that is my makeup recap roundup of the week. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found makeup that you were loving to play with this week. Let me know down below in the comments what you were loving to wear this week, and we can talk. We can talk about stuff in the comments down below. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video, which will be tomorrow morning. I have a get ready with me using one of these palettes. Can you guess which one it is? I don't know. You'll have to check in tomorrow to see what it is. All right, bye, guys.